Hello Yu-Gi-Oh world. Today we're going to do some deck profiles. This is the first video of my channel. Hope you like it. If you've got any problems or think I should change any cards in my deck, feel free to comment. First deck I'm going to be profiling is my infamous Toon Toon deck. I actually quite like this deck, so here we go. To start off, I run 3 Toon Dark Magicians. Is one of the better cards in the deck. I find it quite useful. I use it quite a lot. Pretty much, if I bring this out with my 2 Red Eyes Dragons. Pretty much the best play that I've been able to do is you bring him out, have this one in your hand, special summon him. Next, if you've got any other 2 in your hand, special him out. If you've got another one, you're looking at a board right there. Quite useful and just a great play in general. In saying that I run the 2 Red Eyes Toon Dragons, I also run 3 Blackstone of Legend. Pretty much just easy to bring them out. If you pull this first hand, then your opponent has no problems of stopping it, no way of stopping it, then you're looking at Red Eyes Toon Dragon straight away. My other toons, I run 2 Toon Cyber Dragons. I run these because they're quite useful. If my opponent has a monster, just special summon them out. You can go for the infinite Cyber Dragon in play. I haven't done it personally. I haven't needed to, but it's just an easy monster, extra monster to play. I don't run Toon Golem. I don't really find them useful. I mean, I've got them, but I just don't run them. So going down to my lower toons, I run 2 of the original print Gemini Elf. Very nice. She's quite useful. Get the play. If you don't know her effect, she attacks directly, and your opponent must discard 1 card. You pick at random. Then for some draw power, I run 2 Masked Sorcerers. I only run the 2 of each. You can go for the level 4 plays, and they're just quite useful. That wraps up all my toons. I also run still the 1 Maxi. I still main deck it because at a lot of my locals, many people are still special summoning a lot, so it's quite useful. Probably when Link comes out, I'll take it out and just side deck it for something else. Moving on to my spells. I run, because you have to, pretty much if you're running a Toon deck, you got to be running 3 Toon Kingdoms. I've been lucky enough to pick them up. Some people sell them for $20, $35 at max I would pay. Wouldn't be looking at 40 though. If you can get for 20 to 35, that you're golden. Or if you're lucky enough like me, trade for them. To search for my Toon Kingdoms or any of my other Toon cards, you got to be running the 3 Toon Table of Contents. But easiest way to search. If you don't have it, then get it. Moving on, I run 3 Terraforming. Some people only run 2. I run 3 because I want to look at Toon Kingdom my first hand every time. So I've got, out of 40 cards, 9, 31, you do the maths. Easiest way to get. Back to my toons, I run 2 Shadow Toons. Not many people actually run this. I'm actually surprised by that. I did at one point run 3, but I've bumped it down to 2. It's just an easy way. If my opponent has a heavy beater, say 2000 monster, I've got no monsters, but I draw this and either terraforming a Toon Kingdom or a Toon Table of Contents, and I can get to that Toon Kingdom no matter what. And they're on so much life points, it just wins the game for me there easily. Moving on, I run 2 Comic Hands. Great card. Just take control of your opponent's monster. As long as you've got a Toon Kingdom or a Toon World on the field. Which is Toon Kingdom. It's quite useful. Gets me to win a lot of games because that card now becomes a Toon, so I can attack with it directly. I only run the 2 because there are some decks that can't target the monsters, or you might have trouble not having the Toon Kingdom, or your board's already too powered, so you don't always need that 3. 1's not enough though, so 2's the perfect number. Moving on, I run just the 1, Mimic Cat. Very nice card. I've probably used it in a few of my games, not enough though, but pretty much just the monster reborn, or take that spell or trap that's really useful out of their grave, make it mine. It's not a Toon, it doesn't become a Toon monster though, so I have to abide by whatever the rules are with that card. That's it for my Toon related cards. I then run 1 for 1. Easiest if I draw this or any other monster, activate it. I'm going for a Toon Red Eyes Dragon first turn. Very simple, any turn I'm playing. Then for my destruction, I run 2 Dark Holes. If I've got Toon Kingdom, my monsters are protected. I'll just be vanishing off the top, so I don't really mind. And it's just, if I draw this, they've got a big board, helps me win. To finish it off, I'll run the 1 Regeki. If you don't have a Regeki, honestly make sure you run those 2 Dark Holes. Try to get a card like Regeki. Lightning... no, there aren't many great cards like Regeki that I can think of, sorry. But if you've got one, hopefully run it. That's it for my spells. Now moving on to my traps. For protection, I run the 3 Quaking Mirror Forces. I am looking at trying to get the better rarity ones soon. If anyone has them, that'd be sick, but no one I know does. Pretty much, if my opponent attacks me, I activate this, their monsters go into face down defense position if they're in attack. They stay like that, so they can't do anything with them like Synchro, XZ. They contribute or fusion, but not enough decks really do that. Then I run for monster summons or special summons, anything to stop that. I run 2 Toon Briefcases. If my opponent summons a monster and I control a Toon, activate it, and those monsters get shuffled back into the deck. So if they do a whole pendulum play or any big play, it's just really fun to activate. Finish it off, I've got my Solemn Warning and Solemn Strike. I'm working on trying to get another Solemn Strike, so once again, if you've got 2 Solemn Strikes, or if you've got 3 Toon Briefcases, really try to even it out so you can stop those monster summons. Now moving on to my extra deck. My extra deck, it's pretty simple. I run the 1 Cyber Dragon Nova and the 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity. Really, these are in here at the moment because there aren't many other cards, or there aren't many ranked cards that I want to play that I've got at the moment. But when I bring out this play, it is quite useful. I've also got the 1 Red Eyes Flame Metal Dragon. My opponent is down to so much life points, like 500 or so, and I know they're going to activate a lot of effects, and I've already got those 2 level 7s, either 2 Dark Magicians or 2 Red Eyes. Then I'll bring this out and just watch them suffer because they can't activate anything without burning themselves. A little different, I run, going on to my rank 4s, because I run a lot of these. 1 Dark Rebellion Dragon, nothing really special, just to get over a few heavy beaters. I then run 2 Heartland Dracos. Because I like to attack directly a lot, if my opponent has a way of, say, he's destroyed my Toon Kingdom, or they've destroyed anything that stops me from attacking directly, or they pretty much stops me a lot of ways, Heartland Draco, try to get their life points down, win the game. I run the 1 Gagaga Samurai, just for those extra attacks, really destroy the field and win. Moving on, I run 2 Gagaga Cowboys. If they're on, let's say, 1600 life points, half the time I'll bring both of these out, or if they're only on so much life points, you know what it does. If you don't, seriously get one and just win. Other than that, I run to stop summons and get around things. 1 Silent Honor Arc. I still find it relevant to use. Not many people do, but I personally still like it, and I've kept it in my deck ever since I've got it. It has quite helped me out. I do run 2 Castells. Get around monsters. 1 Diamond Wolf. If there's a card on the field that I really don't like, I'll activate this, destroy it. 1 Abyss Dweller. Just pretty much extra. And 1 Utopia. I don't yet have Utopia Lightning. If you do have it, definitely run it. And probably take out whichever card you don't want to use. So that's it for my main deck and extra deck. For my side deck, I run 2 Twin Twisters. If I'm versing a deck that has a lot of spells or traps, pendulum related things I need to destroy, I'll chuck these in. But I don't really run much side decking of spells, so that's it. Now so I've got my traps. 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance. I've only got the 1 at the moment. It has been reprinted and I'm looking at trying to get more of them. Just to stop those pendulums, anything spell related gets around them, just for at least 1 turn. Now because Monarchs are coming back, and in the new format, I've already started to prepare with 2 Mask of Restricts. Even if Monarchs aren't hyped as much, there is Draco Slayers and all that, so getting around them is easier with this. That's it for my traps. With my monsters, I run 2 Artifact Lanciers. Say if I'm versing Cosmos or anything like that, I activate this, they can't banish for that turn. Normally, it is a little bit tricky though, because I have to banish to protect my monsters, but if I activate this, half the time I will have Quaking Mirror Force or things to protect my monsters for at least that turn. Moving on, I run the 2 DD Pros. Banishing, I think, relevant in their graveyard, just gets around it, quite useful. Then I run, because you kind of need to with most decks, 2 Card Juice. At the moment I've got Gamma CL and Comongus. I run these 2 because they're the lowest ones that I own, and they are the lowest ones you can get. If I can get a second Gamma CL, or if you've got 2 Gamma CLs, definitely run the 2, because it gets around a lot of monsters. To finish it off, I'm running 2 Vanity Fiends and 2 Ghost Ogres. Ghost Ogres because, once again, Draco Slayers are coming back, or monsters that are really annoying. Doesn't negate the effect, but it does destroy it, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. Then I run the 2 Vanity Fiend just so special summoning is off the table. Normally, if I was to bring this out, I've already got my high-powered monsters on the field. And that finishes up my deck. Hope you enjoy it. If you've got any comments, leave them at the bottom. Thanks.